Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're talking about how you could play a song called Body Party by Ciara. And it starts on a C major chord. We'll talk about where we're going to move this for key in a moment because we're going to end up capoing on 3rd fret for this song. And there is kind of a cool little weird little keyboard intro actually kind of around these chords. But we're going to start on a C major chord. And when we play C major, first finger is going to go to the B string on the 1st fret. Second finger is going to go to the D on the 2nd fret. And third finger on the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a C major chord that sounds really, really happy. And then from the C major chord, we're going to be going to a B7, or a B dominant 7. And the way you play B7, first finger is going to go to the D string on the 1st fret, second finger on the A string on the 2nd fret, third finger on the G string on the 2nd fret, and the pinky on the high E on the 2nd fret. And if you kind of strum from the A string to the high E string, that'll give you your clearest sound of that. And that's called B7, or B dominant 7. It sounds kind of messed up. It's supposed to. And then from the B7, we're going to go to E minor. And the way you play E minor, first finger is going to go to the A string on the 2nd fret, and second finger is going to go to the D string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And then from the E minor, we're going to be going to a D minor chord. And the way you play D minor, first finger is going to go to the high E on the 1st fret, second finger on the G string on the 2nd fret, and third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum just the D, G, B, and E, kind of the skinny 4 strings, that'll get you your clearest sound with that. That's called D minor. It's the saddest key. And then from D minor, we're going to be going to a G major chord. And the way you play G major, first finger goes to the A string on the 2nd fret, the second finger goes to the low E on the 3rd fret, and third finger goes to the high E on the 3rd fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And the bulk of our tune actually just kind of repeats those chords. We got C major, B7, E minor, D minor, G, C, B7, E minor, D minor, G. But a lot of times with a song like this, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the C and just tried that a lot. We have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And you can actually get that pattern to work if you go really quick actually through the tune. The weird part is the D minor and the G don't last as long. So on the D minor G, one way to kind of work those chords is to do just a down, down, up on those and kind of half it. So when we get to that part, we got D minor with a down, down, up, G with a down, down, up. But just to try that through the chord progression, we have C with a down, down, up, down, B7, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, D minor, down, down, G, down, down, C, down, down, up, down, B7, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, 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 E minor, down, down, G, down, down, up. Now it'll feel really fast through the tune if you're kind of working that strum pattern. One other way to do it is to kind of half all of the chords actually until we get to the D minor G and kind of just do those as just kind of big downs. So we tried that, we'd be doing down, down, up on all the other chords. So we have C with a down, down, B7, down, down, D minor, down, down, D minor, down, G, down, C, down, down, B7, down, down, D minor, down, down, D minor, down, G, down, C, down, down, B7, down, down, D minor, down, down, D minor, down, G, down, C, down, down, B7, down, down, D minor, down, down, D minor, down, G, down. Now, one other thing I would think about adding to it too is a bass note. And a lot of times on the first down, especially if we're working that down, down, up, down, we could play a bass note, and this really melodic kind of bass line through the tune. So for instance, on the C major, you could play the A string for your bass and keep your down, up, down, up, kind of going back to that whole pattern for just a second. So on the C, you got A bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, and on the B7, you'd have an A string for your bass. So B7 with an A bass, down, down, B7 with an A bass, down, up, down, but then on the E minor, you'd have the low E string for your bass on the E minor, low E bass, down, down, low E bass, down, down, and then on the D minor chord, you'd have the D string for your bass, so D bass, down, down, D bass, down, down, and on the G, you'd have the low E string for your bass, so G with the low E bass, down, down, up. So we tried that with our whole strum pattern. The weird part is where we got that D minor G, but you could try just a bass, down, up, just to kind of practice that. So we tried that through the tune. We have C with an A bass, down, up, down, B7 with an A bass, down, down, E minor with the low E bass, down, down, D minor with the bass, down, G with the bass, down, C with the A bass, down, down, B7 with an A bass, down, down, E minor with the low E bass, down, down, D minor thinking on the halving thing, especially for timing, that might work better. You could do a bass down up on each of the chords and then just still do your down down on the D minor G. So we tried it that way. You'd have C with an A bass, down B7 with an A bass, down D minor with a low bass, down D minor down G down, C with an A bass, down B7 with an A bass, down D minor with a low bass, down D minor G, C with an A bass, down B7 with an A bass, down D minor with a low bass, down D minor down G down, C with an A bass, down B7 with an A bass, down D minor with a low bass, down D minor down G down. So one other weird thing is to play along with Ciara. And what we end up at Capo, instead of starting on a C major chord, she's actually starting on an E flat major chord. So if you take the Capo and kind of put it on 3rd fret, then now your C major chord is really an E flat major chord. Your B7 is really a D7 chord. Your E minor is really a G minor chord. And then your D minor is really an F minor. And your G major is really a B flat major. But just to try it all those different ways, we could try just the down, down, up, down, up, where we got the C, down, up, down, B7, down, down, up, down, B minor, down, down, up, down, B minor, down, down, G, down, down, C, down, down, up, down, B7, down, down, up, down, B minor, down, down, up, down, B minor, down, down, G, down, down, up. Or we could try it with kind of the halving idea where we have the C with a down, down, B7, down, down, B minor, down, B minor, down, G, down, C, down, down, B7, down, down, B minor, down, B minor, down, G, down, C, down, down, B7, down, B minor, down, B minor, down, G, down, C, down, B7, down, B minor, down, G, down. Or we could try doing basses, and we could go back to the whole strum pattern for that. We got the C with an A bass, down, down, B7 with an A bass, down, down, B minor with a low bass, down, down, B minor with a bass, down, G with a low bass, down, C with an A bass, down, down, B7 with an A bass, down, down, B minor with a low bass, down, down, B minor with a D bass, down, G with a low bass, down. Or we could try with that halving idea where we got the C with an A bass, down, B7 with an A bass, down, G minor with a low bass, down, D minor down, G down, C with an A bass, down, B7 with an A bass, down, G minor with a low bass, down, G minor down, G down, C with an A bass, down, B7 with an A bass, down, G minor with a low bass, down, G minor down, G down, C with an A bass, down, B7 with an A bass, down, G minor with a low bass, down, G minor down, G down. Now something else I would think about adding to the tune actually is kind of some different voicings for those chords. So for instance, on the C major, if you wanted to sound a little bit more jazzy, you could substitute in something called C major 7. So all you have to do to play C major 7 is just lift off the 1st finger. So now I'm doing 2nd finger on the D string on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A string on the 3rd fret, and that's called a C major 7. So for your C chords, you may want to kind of substitute in some of the C major 7s. On the B7, but just as an aside, actually, a lot of times if you have a 7 chord, you can make it a bigger dominant 7 chord. And one of my favorites would be a B9. And the way you play B9, 1st finger could kind of stay on the 1st fret on the D, 2nd finger on the A string on the 2nd. If you take the 3rd finger and kind of flatten them out over the G, B, and the E strings, that's called a B9. And that can be really cool voicing to kind of use. And then on the E minor, you could actually substitute in something called E minor 7, where you kind of take the pinky from the E minor and go to the B string on the 3rd fret. So that's something called E minor 7, so you may want to play around with that. And on the D minor, instead of playing just a regular D minor, you could actually play something called D minor 7. And the way you play D minor 7, 1st finger goes over the top 2 strings, E and B on the 1st fret. 2nd finger or 3rd finger can go on the G string on the 2nd fret. And that's called D minor 7. And then instead of the G major, you could substitute in something called G7 or G dominant 7. And the way you play G7, 1st finger goes to the high E on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the A string on the 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like a G7 chord. So you may want to experiment with that too. That C major 7, B9, E minor 7, D minor 7, G7, C major 7, B9, E minor 7, D minor 7, G7. Can make it sound a little bit more jazzy or a little bit more funky. And for myself, actually, strum pattern wise, something else I would think about using is a 16th note pattern instead of an 8th note pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat right now, we're kind of dividing our beat into 2 parts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 with our down, down, up, down, up. And that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I think could be really cool to work with the tune is a long down, 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 up. That's a 16th note pattern. And what I mean by that is that if you take the C and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you did on the first beat. And on the second beat, you're going down on 1, down on 3, and then up on 4. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all together, you got long down, 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 up, long down, 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 up, long down, 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 up, long down, 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 up. Now the weird part with that pattern is you can do that on all the chords until you get to that D minor G. And what can feel really good is to do a down, down, up on each of those chords. So when we get to that part, you have D minor with a down, down, G, down, down, up. Kind of like what we were doing with the 8th note pattern, but now we're kind of feeling the 16th behind it. So we tried that with our strum pattern. We have C with a long down, 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 D7 with a long down, 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 D minor long down, 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 D minor down, down, G down, down, C down, 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 D7 down, 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 D minor down, 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 D minor down, down, G down, down, C down, 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 D7 down, 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 D minor down, 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 D minor down, down, G down, down, C down, 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 D7 down, 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 D minor down, 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 D minor down, down, G down, down. And if you wanted to, you could kind of throw in your basses on that too, by putting them in on the first one. And when you get to the D minor G, you could even do kind of a really quick bass down up when you get to those chords, just like we were doing in the 8th pattern. So we tried it that way. We'd have C with an A bass, down, down, D7 with an A bass, down, down, D minor with a low E bass, down, down, D minor with a bass, down, G with low E bass, down, C with an A bass, down, down, D7 with an A bass, down, down, D minor with a low E bass, down, down, D minor with a bass, down, G with low E bass, down, C with an A bass, down, down, D7 with an A bass, down, down, D minor with a low E bass, down, down, D minor with a D bass, down, G with low E bass, down, C with an A bass, down, down, D7 with an A bass, down, down, D minor with a low E bass, down, down, D minor with a D bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, and I think at the very end I'd play some kind of C major chord. But that's the basics of how you could play Body Party. So good luck!